What's good, everyone? After spending some time on the playtest for the new game Shatterline, I wanted to talk about it because I think it has a lot of potential. In this video, we're going to touch on what the game is, what it does well, what it needs to fix, and then some suggestions on how I think it can be improved. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out quite a lot. Let's get started. So I would describe Shatterline as a movement-focused, fast-paced arena hero shooter. I know that's a mouthful, so let me compare it to a few games. The movement reminds me a lot of Apex, even though it is a lot different, but the gameplay is a lot more similar to something like Call of Duty. The main game modes that everyone plays is TDM and then Conquest, which isn't like the Conquest from Battlefield, more like Hardpoint from Call of Duty. It's two 6-person teams fighting for one objective that rotates around the map. This is my favorite game mode right now, but I could also see them adding a defusal game mode in the future, and they actually had that in the description of their Steam page for the game, even though it's not there yet. There is also an escort mode, which is very similar to Overwatch. I wasn't a fan of it, but I could see how some people would like it. As of right now, there is no battle royale mode or anything like that. There is a PvE mode that I didn't get a chance to play, but you can earn items in PvE that allow you to unlock and craft things for PvP. There are 8 characters in the game that are similar to specialists from like Call of Duty or Apex, where they usually have some kind of heavy weapon that you get periodically throughout the match, along with some other abilities and equipment. They currently have a decent amount of weapons in the game as well. I think it's around like 30. The way you unlock weapons though is a little bit different than most games. They have different tiers of weapons that you unlock, giving you access to every weapon in that tier. I think there's 5 of them, and you unlock the tiers just by playing the game and getting XP. To unlock a specific weapon in that tier, you have to use the in-game currency to buy the weapon, and then you can buy more attachment slots for that weapon as well. You earn a decent amount of the in-game currency just by playing the game, and I think you earn more from PvE as well, so it's not too hard to unlock what you want. When it comes to the actual gameplay for Shatterline, I'm a huge fan of what they've done here. I've been saying for a while that the FPS genre kind of needs a fast-paced arena shooter that's not a battle royale. The time to kill might be a little long. Personally, I'm more of a fan of a faster time to kill, but that's just me. I know some people like that sort of thing. The map design is really good in my opinion. Not too many suggestions there. I like these little box things that you can kick around to get into certain positions that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get into, and you can actually kill people with them too, which is pretty cool. The gunfights feel really smooth and satisfying, and it seems like there's probably a really high skill ceiling in this game. All of you aimers out there that have like really good tracking and movement, you guys are really going to enjoy this game. I was also very happy to see that they had a one-shot sniper in this game. I love sniping. I had a lot of fun with this thing, even though it was kind of hard to use at times because of all the crazy movement. But I had also been playing for like 12 hours straight by the time I unlocked it, so I was kind of burnt out as well. It's a tier 3 weapon, so you don't get it right away. This playtest was a lot of fun, and I can definitely see this game blowing up in the future. That being said, there are some things that they really do need to fix. First off, they desperately need to fix what I'm going to call the silent footstep bug. Pretty much every match, a few people would randomly get this bug where their character made 0 sound while moving, not running, sliding, jumping, or anything. You could also tell when you had the bug yourself because you couldn't hear your own footsteps. The game doesn't have the best directional audio either, so this kind of made things way worse. Next, for some reason, every single server around the world is selected by default. It's really easy to go and change this, but I didn't know it for a little while, so I ended up playing a bunch of matches on different servers around the world, like Singapore with 240 ping. I know a lot of other people didn't figure this out either, because even after I changed it, I played against a lot of other people who were lagging really hard. Speaking of, there were also some people that appeared to have a much lower time to kill than other people. I don't know if it was just lag or if people already figured out how to cheat in this game, but I saw guys get kills with assault rifles and SMGs and like 1 to 3 bullets on full health players. A lot of them were doing it while also pre-firing around corners. It was very aggravating to play against because there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. Also, these guys would sometimes get that silent footstep bug, which made the lobby pretty much unplayable at that point. There were some other smaller glitches as well that I won't really get into right now. It's a playtest, so those kind of things are going to happen in the alpha build of the game. So let's go ahead and get into the suggestions I have for the gameplay. Overall, I think it would be a good idea to speed up the movement a little bit. The sprint speed seems to be kind of slow for a game that is based around movement. You move pretty quickly when you slide, so I feel like the normal running speed should kind of reflect that. Speaking of, you can shoot while sliding, which is a pretty effective tactic to outgun people, but you can't shoot while jumping for some reason. You aren't able to ADS until your momentum starts moving downwards from a jump. I feel like you should be able to shoot while jumping in a game like this. Another thing is the fall damage. I'm okay with them having some fall damage in the game. It makes sense. But you take a significant amount of damage from not really that high up. up. I feel like this discourages like creative flanks and that fast-paced movement style that they're going for here. This also goes into my next suggestion, which is your health regeneration. It kind of takes a while to start regenerating your health, but when you start, it regenerates really slowly. If you get hurt in a gunfight, you'll have to sit there for like 20 seconds sometimes waiting to get your health back. I don't think they necessarily need to speed up the start of the health regeneration, just the actual regeneration part of it. The last thing that I want to mention is the revive system. Just like most of my suggestions, I think it's a little too slow. I understand they don't want it to be really fast, but as of right now, it's like 5 seconds, which is way too long. People rarely get revived. I think it should be a little faster, but the time window in which you can be revived is a little shorter, maybe like 10 seconds or something. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. Shatterline will be available to play again on September 8th in just a few days here. I strongly encourage you guys to try it out. The game is really fun, and I think it's going to blow up pretty soon here. I will see you all in the next video. No, hipfire, please. Oh my god. Why is my gun killing so fast right now?
Okay. You're just everywhere.
Whoa, let's go. I'm insane. Oh god.
Absolute class.
Oh my god, I'm going off right now.
Zip lines are a pretty cool feature.
Oh damn! That look at my K. I was 18-1.